Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about life. Not the life you see on social media, filled with filtered smiles, perfect moments, and endless parties. No, let's talk about real life. The life that's raw, unfiltered, and often unforgiving. Life isn't a constant party. It's not a walk in the park or a leisurely stroll on the beach. Life is a battle. It's a relentless struggle against mediocrity, excuses, and the temptation to settle for less than you deserve. And if you want to know the secret ingredient that separates the winners from the dreamers, it's discipline. Discipline isn't pretty. It's not elegant or glamorous. It's not a luxurious spa where you relax and feel good about yourself. Discipline is a trench. It's a place where you face your inner demons, where you decide whether you're going to control your destiny or let life dominate you. It's where you confront your fears, your doubts, and your weaknesses. It's where you decide to rise above your circumstances and become the person you were meant to be. How many times have you looked in the mirror and told yourself you could do more? How many times have you let the chance to change your life slip by because you felt comfortable in your safety zone? How many times have you made excuses instead of taking action? It's time to break those mental shackles. It's time to unleash your inner beast. It's time to stop dreaming and start doing. Discipline isn't for the faint of heart. It's not for those who are looking for an easy way out. It's for those who are willing to get up when everyone else is asleep. It's for those who don't seek excuses, but solutions. It's for those who are willing to face the pain, embrace the struggle, and keep moving forward no matter how hard it gets. Life waits for no one, and those who succeed aren't the most talented or the most gifted. They're the most disciplined. I don't care how you feel today. Are you tired? Discouraged? Are your muscles aching and your mind telling you to give up? Welcome to the club. The difference between winners and losers is that winners act despite how they feel. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They take action even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when every fiber of their being is telling them to quit. Discipline is like a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be exercised and challenged to grow. It's not about doing what you like. It's about doing what you need. We're not here to seek momentary pleasure. We're here to achieve eternal glory. If you want to change your life, then stop looking for shortcuts and start embracing discomfort. It's not about being perfect. It's about being relentless. It's about breaking those self-imposed chains and discovering what you're truly capable of. Let me ask you this. What are you willing to sacrifice for the life you want? What are you willing to endure? What are you willing to fight for? Because the truth is, nothing worth having comes easy. Success isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It's earned through blood, sweat, and tears. It's earned through discipline, focus, and an unshakable belief in yourself. Discipline is the fuel that ignites the internal fire. It's what keeps you going when the going gets tough. It's what pushes you to get up early, to work late, to keep going when everyone else has given up. It's what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Don't seek the approval of others. Seek the approval of the warrior within. Because at the end of the day, the only person you need to prove anything to is yourself. Let's imagine our goals as majestic peaks, destined to be conquered. How do we reach the summit? With determination, focus, and a hefty dose of self-discipline. Understand this. No one else will carry you uphill. No one else will train you for the ascent. It's your own strength and discipline that will propel you forward. It's your own commitment to the grind that will get you to the top. We often seek quick fixes. We look for the easy way out. But the reality is, true success requires constant effort and perseverance. It requires you to forget shortcuts and embrace the truth. The easy path is longer and more painful than the hard path. Don't blame others. Don't complain about the world's unfairness. Each of us is the architect of our destiny. Let's choose the path of responsibility, hard work, and sacrifice. This is the path that leads to freedom. Throughout my life, I've never met a successful person who wasn't highly organized. Being organized means getting things done. It means keeping everything in order, fulfilling your promises, and being punctual. This is crucial for success. Every freedom in your life has a cost, and the price is being disciplined. Discipline is like the root of all good things, but you must apply it to everything, not just getting up early, but in everything you do. Discipline is like training every day to be stronger, faster, more flexible, and healthier. It's a type of training that helps you change your way of thinking and embrace discipline in your life. I don't want anything to control me but myself. To achieve this, I must be very disciplined, ensuring that I am free. When people see me and say, "You get up early, you don't drink alcohol, you don't smoke," I don't do it because I feel superior. I do it because I want to have control over my life and be free. Being disciplined means being free to me. If you don't train, you won't develop muscle, right? So let me explain. Discipline is something you must practice every day. If you don't do it and lack discipline, you won't achieve much. Diets don't work if you don't follow them. Exercise doesn't yield results if you don't practice it. But when you decide to change and apply those disciplines, your life can change completely. Constant growth is part of life. You don't change just by attending an event or seminar. I train my mind and body, turning it into a lifestyle. It's about applying basic principles over and over again, getting up at a certain time, doing certain things, preparing your meals, following your habits, and completing your to-do list. When you do these things consistently, you create an efficient day. The more efficient days you have, the more likely you are to achieve success. It's about facing your fears, and that requires discipline. Discipline means taking a harder path, the uphill path, and doing the right thing. Let's make discipline our daily companion. Instead of letting our goals waver, let's rise aggressively and boldly advance toward victory. Let's master the routine. Let's perform every task with perfection. Let's surpass others and achieve the best that no one could expect. So rise, unleash the inner beast, and conquer every challenge life throws at you. This is just the beginning. Discipline is a foundation of everything you want to achieve. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the difference between a life of regret and a life of fulfillment. So, are you ready to embrace discipline? Are you ready to take control of your life and become the person you were meant to be? The choice is yours. Let's make it count. We talk about the power of discipline and how it separates the winners from the dreamers. We discuss how discipline is the fuel that ignites the fire within, the force that propels you forward when everything in you wants to quit. Now, we're going to dive deeper. We're going to talk about how to build discipline, how to overcome setbacks, and how to maintain consistency on your journey to success. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you take everything you've learned and put it into action. Let's start with a simple truth. Discipline is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. You weren't born with discipline. You developed it over time, through trial and error, through failure and success. And if you feel like you're lacking discipline right now, that's okay. It's never too late to start. The key is to start small, stay consistent, and build momentum over time. Start with your why before you can build discipline. You need to know why you're doing it. What's your purpose? What's your driving force? Why do you want to achieve your goals? Your why is your anchor. It's what will keep you grounded when the storms of life hit. It's what will remind you why you started when the journey gets tough. Take a moment to reflect on your why. Write it down. Make it clear and specific. Is it to provide a better life for your family? To prove to yourself that you're capable of greatness? To leave a legacy that inspires others? Whatever it is, let it fuel you. Let it be the fire that keeps you going when discipline feels hard. Set clear and achievable goals. Discipline without direction is like a ship without a rudder. You need to know where you're going if you want to stay on course. That's why setting clear, achievable goals is so important. Your goals give you something to strive for. They give you a target to aim at. But here's the thing. Your goals need to be realistic. If you set goals that are too big or too vague, you'll quickly become overwhelmed and give up. Instead, break your big goals into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if your goal is to lose 50 pounds, start by committing to losing 5 pounds. If your goal is to write a book, start by writing 500 words a day. Small wins build confidence and momentum, and they keep you moving forward. Create your routine. Discipline thrives on routine. When you have a clear plan for your day, you're less likely to waste time or get distracted. A routine helps you stay focused and productive, even when motivation is low. Start by identifying the most important tasks that will move you closer to your goals. These are your non-negotiables. Schedule them into your day and treat them like appointments. For example, if your goal is to get in shape, schedule your workouts at the same time every day. If your goal is to learn a new skill, set aside time each day to study or practice. Remember, your routine doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. The more you stick to your routine, the easier it will become. Over time, it will become second nature. Let's be real, discipline is uncomfortable. It requires you to do things you don't feel like doing. It requires you to push through pain, fatigue, and self-doubt. But here's the thing, growth happens outside your comfort zone. If you want to achieve something great, you have to be willing to embrace discomfort. Think of discomfort as a sign that you're on the right track. When you feel resistance, it means you're challenging yourself. It means you're growing. So, the next time you feel like giving up, lean into the discomfort. Remind yourself why you started and keep going. Hold yourself accountable. Accountability is a powerful tool for building discipline. When you know someone is watching, you're more likely to follow through on your commitments. That's why it's important to hold yourself accountable. One way to do this is to track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to record your daily habits and achievements. Seeing your progress in black and white can be incredibly motivating. It reminds you how far you've come and keeps you focused on where you're going. Another way to stay accountable is to share your goals with someone you trust. This could be a friend, family member, or mentor. Ask them to check in with you regularly and hold you to your commitments. Knowing that someone else is rooting for you can give you the extra push you need to stay disciplined. Learn from setbacks. Let's face it, you're going to face setbacks. You're going to have days when you don't feel like sticking to your routine. You're going to make mistakes and fall short of your goals. But here's the thing, setbacks are not failures. They're opportunities to learn and grow. When you face a setback, don't beat yourself up. Instead, take a step back and analyze what went wrong. What triggered the setback? What can you do differently next time? Use the experience as a learning opportunity and come back stronger. Remember, discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being relentless. It's about getting back up every time you fall and continuing to move forward. Surround yourself with discipline. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to build discipline, surround yourself with disciplined people. Seek out mentors, coaches, and friends who inspire you to be your best self. Learn from their habits and routines. Let their discipline rub off on you. At the same time, distance yourself from people who drain your energy or discourage you from pursuing your goals. You don't need negativity or excuses in your life. You need positivity, encouragement, and accountability. Celebrate your wins. Building discipline is hard work, and it's important to celebrate your wins along the way. When you achieve a goal or stick to your routine for a certain period of time, take a moment to acknowledge your progress. Reward yourself with something that brings you joy, whether it's a small treat, a day off, or a fun activity. Celebrating your wins reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. It reminds you that all your hard work is paying off and that you're capable of achieving great things. Keep your eye on the prize. Finally, remember why you started. Keep your eye on the prize and stay focused on your long-term goals. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture. But when you stay focused on your vision, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. Visualize your success. Imagine what your life will look like when you achieve your goals. How will it feel? What will it mean for you and your loved ones? Use that vision as motivation to keep going, even when the journey gets tough. Never give up. The road to success is not a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and obstacles. But if you stay disciplined and keep moving forward, you will reach your destination. Remember, the only way to fail is to give up. So, no matter how hard it gets, never give up. Keep showing up every day. Keep putting in the work. Keep pushing through the pain and discomfort. Because on the other side of discipline is greatness. On the other side of discipline is the life you've always dreamed of. Discipline is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey. It's a daily commitment to doing the hard things, even when you don't feel like it. It's a choice to take control of your life and become the best version of yourself. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to achieve your dreams. But it starts with discipline. It starts with you. So rise up, warriors. Embrace the grind. Face your fears. And conquer every challenge life throws at you. The journey won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Because on the other side of discipline is a life of freedom, fulfillment, and unstoppable success. Let's make it happen. Let's build the discipline to achieve our dreams. Let's become the people we were meant to be. The choice is yours. Let's make it count.